Meet the Congo River, Africa's heavyweight champion of waterways. It's the deepest river on Earth. Seriously, parts of it plunge more than 220 meters, enough to swallow a skyscraper, and it moves more water than any other river on the continent. At 4,700 kilometers long, it snakes through jungles, divides nations, and crosses the equator not once, but twice. It's basically the multitasker of rivers. The river begins humbly in northeastern Zambia as the Chambeshi, before bulking up into the mighty Congo as it arcs across Central Africa. Eventually, it empties into the Atlantic at Banana, a seaport and town in the DRC, but not before powering through epic waterfalls, widening into lake-like stretches, and keeping two capital cities, Kinshasa and Brazzaville, staring each other down from opposite banks. Of course, the Congo isn't just about raw stats. Its basin is a wilderness bigger than Alaska, packed with diamonds, gold, rubber, oil, and wildlife that could fill a dozen nature documentaries. No wonder several UNESCO World Heritage Sites live along its course. But with all that richness came exploitation, slavery, colonial plunder, and some of the darkest chapters in human history. If rivers kept diaries, the Congos would have plenty of blacked out pages. The name has its own story. Congo comes from the old kingdom of Congo and the Bantu Congo people. Before that, the Portuguese tried Zaire, a remix of a Kikongo phrase meaning the river that swallows rivers, which frankly is accurate. The Congo has so many tributaries, it's basically the central train station of African rivers. Everything seems to pass through it eventually. The river has also inspired literature, most famously Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness, which used it as the unsettling backdrop for a story about colonial greed and human cruelty. But for millions today, the Congo isn't metaphor, it's reality, a source of food, transport, trade, and cultural life. Villages still dot its banks, travelers paddle traditional pirogues or ride modern boats, and children grow up with the river as their playground. So, while the Nile brags about being the longest river in the world, the Congo just smirks and says, "Cool story, but I go deeper." Different rivers, different flexes, and Africa's waters, as always, don't need humans to crown a winner.